I've never been a huge fan of ditch lights. To me, honestly, they look a little square, a little bulky, and kind of out of place on a second-gen Tacoma, which is otherwise kind of a round truck. But today, we're installing these LASFIT pod lights with some Cali-raised low-profile brackets. We'll get them installed. We'll even test them out tonight and see if it will actually change my mind on a ditch light setup for my truck. So let's go ahead, let's jump into it. When it comes to lighting for a truck, something I've always struggled with is ditch lights. I understand why people run them, especially if you're off-roading at night or driving mountain roads. They're pretty sweet to have, and my buddy Hunter has them on his Jeep and his truck. And honestly, they look pretty sweet and their utility is awesome. But I think we can agree that the second gen Tacoma is a bit rounded. And with the square ditch lights that a lot of people run, it can look a little funky, a little goofy if you ask me. This is all personal preference. So when LASFIT sent out these pod lights and I paired them up with the Cali-raised low profile brackets, I thought, you know what? I think we could give these a shot, and I think this could be the setup that gives me the visibility without ruining or giving me a goofy look on my truck, right? So I'm super excited. Let's go ahead. Let's get these installed. One thing I like already is how low these Cali-raised brackets sit. So I have some high hopes, but I'm also a little doubtful for the fitment here, or if I even have the right bracket on here. They don't have a video for a 2014 Tacoma. They had it for a third gen, but like, does this bracket go here? Does that bracket go here? So we're figuring out some fitment issues, okay? And I'm gonna set the hood back down. We're gonna put the bracket and the light pod on here and then lift the hood back up. Make sure I don't hit the pillar on the truck, so let's figure it out. Well, it's on there. Are we hitting anything? You guys, I can't see. Tell me. That's full range right there. So let's take a look. Ooh, wow. Like an 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch clearance right there, which is actually good. We're gonna have to change some angle here, obviously, maybe go up or down a little bit. But for a loose fitting, I think we figured it out. So I like that. That actually looks really, really good. And it's not like this tall square block of a thing. I do get that this is a rectangular squarish housing, guys, but it looks sleek. We have the protective cover on it right now. We'll take these off and replace them with the amber and see how cool the amber ones look. But halfway into this install, we're rocking and rolling, and I'm pretty happy with that. I think it looks great. It is a little bit bigger than I did expect at first, but hey, we're gonna have some pretty sweet lights on here. So another light down for the overland adventure rig build that we got going here. Let's move on. Let's move to the passenger side and get these things tweaked with their final adjustments, and let's go test them out tonight. And by the way, I painted those brackets red. They originally come chrome, and I just didn't like how the chrome looked, so I added a little pop of color, a little red, which is the theme of this truck if you guys have been following along. We have the red footwell LEDs. We have the red Miso custom interior lights as well. We're just following the red theme, and the amber light bar with these amber ditch lights and then the yellow fog lights. We're just cruising with off-road lighting. You guys, this is gonna look so good. I love it. I'm getting excited about it now. I was a little skeptical, but now that we're this far, I'm feeling pretty good. So let's jump over to the passenger side. Boom, and there we go. Check that out. That actually looks really, really good. I love the pop of color too. I'm actually really happy with my choice to paint the brackets red. I don't know. It's a little different than what other people are doing, I'm sure, and makes it even more custom and feels like mine, right? I love it. I actually really happy with that. So The way that they look as well, so I'm in the shade of the garage, right? And the black cover that's on the pod right now, blending in with the truck, and then the pop of red. I think I'm convinced that these are totally worth it. And they don't look as blocky. I gotta be honest with you guys. I think they do look more sleek than just a normal square or rectangle, I don't know, outdated and cheap ditch light that I've seen just out there in the wild looking at other people's rigs. So we're obviously gonna get a lot more footage and a lot more shots that are better than just being in the garage. But so far, what do you guys think? I think that looks so freaking sweet. Now we've got to wire it up. We've got to take the wiring. It comes with an auxiliary switch wiring harness. Now, they should have made the passenger side a lot longer, or at least one of the harnesses a lot longer. That's just a little note for you. The auxiliary switch wires are the same size. So I'm gonna have to make an extension from the passenger side pod light over to my driver's side where the switch panel is, where I have everything wired up with my switch panel. So wiring can be a little daunting, but if it's just positive and negative, I actually really like it. I find joy in wiring things up. It's not too difficult, especially when you're just hooking up a black and a red wire up to your switch panel. So that's next. Let's plug these things in and let's turn them on. I'm super stoked. Let's do it. Okay, moment of truth and reveal time. So I had to make an extension for the driver's side as well. Totally okay. Took like 5 minutes. It's positive and negative, nothing crazy. So let's go ahead. We're gonna take this off. I already kind of popped it off. Check that out. It's gonna look so much better with the amber on there, but I think that looks great already. Dang. Okay. Put the cap down. Positive, negative. Let me get this kind of situated. Once we touch this to that terminal, that light should turn on. Ready? Ah, there we go. Check that out. Dang. That looks so good. I promise that anytime you're doing wiring or anything like this, test it first. So we tested it. It works. It's bright. Now I can figure out where I want to put it in my switch panel. And once everything's wired up, we're basically done with this install, besides going outside tonight when it's dark and maybe making the final adjustments on angle and height and whatnot. So let me finish up this wiring and I'll see you guys tonight. I think that's where we're at. Okay, before we go driving at night, I would be doing a disservice if I didn't show you some out of the garage shots. I think these things look so freaking good. The driver's side, passenger side, all the install went great. This is what it looks like with the amber lens, which I think is killer. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And then this is what it looks like with the black lenses. It's more of a stealth look, right? It definitely blends it right into the black paint of the truck. And then without the lenses, I don't know if I'll even ever have it without the lenses, just this white bulb, white LED, but who knows? So tell me your thoughts down in the comments. If you guys want to snag a set for your truck, use the discount code below, use the link below, save yourself some money. And honestly, there's a brand new to LASFIT, so they are pretty sweet so far, I think. Now we can go drive at night and see how they perform, see what kind of utility I can get out of them at night, off-road, and make some final adjustments. So let's go do it. Okay guys, so something exciting happened over the past couple of nights. I was able to get my ditch lights aligned and pointed and directed where I wanted them to go. The first night was a little rough. I didn't know what I was doing. These are my first ditch lights. Had to look up online a few ways to point your ditch lights, especially when they're a spot pattern like these are. Now, personally, I don't mind a spot pattern. I would love if these were more of a combo. I think a combo spot and flood ditch light are the way to go, but this is what we've got. So the first night, pointed them straight and lined them up with my amber light bar, and it looked okay, but they were too high. I think I pointed them a little too high. They weren't really pointing into the ditch or the side of the road. They were pointing kind of up into the sky. So the second night, we parked on a lonely street and had some ditches on the side of the road, which helped me align them a lot better. I got them pointed at about 11 o'clock on the driver's side and about 1 o'clock on the passenger side, and pointed a little bit down, not too far down to where it's hitting the hood too much. and I'm getting hood glare back at me. But just like headlights, you kind of just have to play with it and get your alignment right to where you like it, and I think I accomplished that. And it even looks really great with the amber light bar and my headlights combined together going down this dirt road, as you guys can see. So exciting news, they're installed, they're on there, and I think I got them pointed how I want them to go. Now I need to give you guys my final thoughts, and we're going to break my final thoughts down into 3 categories: looks, function, and installation. Looks, right off the bat, I was a little skeptical. I know I'm going with a little more of a rectangular, somewhat square housing, and at the beginning, at the top of this video, I said I really don't like that. But with how modern and new and updated these LASFIT pods look, I think with the amber lenses as well, we're looking pretty sweet. And there's a touch of red, a touch of color with the brackets, which I really like. I mean, it's kind of my own little personal touch, and I think that helps. So overall, looks, I think we're looking pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie. Now, when it comes to their function, I think they're gonna function great off-road. I still need a little bit of time to mess around with them. I think I have them pointed where I want, and I think I need to teach myself when to use them, because with this taller brush that I'm in right now, it's kind of hard. With the spot beam, it's just kind of lighting up the bushes and whatnot. Whereas with my light bar and my fog lights, it's lighting up more of the ground and the surrounding area. I think I just need to play around with them a little bit more. Those of you who have more experience with ditch lights, let me know down in the comments your experience and what I need to do to love these things even more. And lastly, the installation. Installation was a freaking breeze. I mean, when you buy Cali raised brackets and you buy these LASFIT pods, it comes with all the hardware that you need. It's pretty intuitive. You can mount them and then start finagling with them and aiming them in the directions you want pretty easily, as long as you have the tools. So installation was a breeze, and this all begs the question, did it change my mind when it comes to ditch lights? And honestly, I think so. I think these have changed the way I look at ditch lights, their functionality, their looks, mainly their looks, and if I would throw them on future builds. I think I would. I really like the way these things now look, and now that I have them pointed where I want, the way they function. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And were they worth installing on my Tacoma? I think so. I think they've improved the look of my truck, given them a little bit more mean and off-road look, as well as some more capability on dark off-road roads and mountain roads that we're going to be going down. If you have some ditch lights, let me know what you guys think. Or if you don't like ditch lights as well, like I said at the beginning of this video, please let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and I really appreciate you being here. If you guys want to snag some for yourself, I'll leave all the links down below, like you guys know. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.